Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. It's Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions. I hope you're well, living your life according to the way you want to live it, being kind to yourself, being kind to your family and friends, your animals, and just making the world a kinder place. Just quickly looking at the technicals, I'll keep this really short. The technicals look pretty good to me. Bitcoin on the daily has got a parabolic buy. It's got to basically get through 8303.5. Everything's starting to turn blue, which is great. Moving averages is starting to move up. It has broken that downtrend, that big downtrend, and it looks like to me it can break out from here. If we go to the 4 hourly very quickly, I want to keep this under 5 minutes if I can, so I'm going to talk fairly quickly. We go to the 4 hourly, level support is 7806. Looks like it can probably get up to, say, 888552. If it breaks out above that, I think it could probably go higher to about 9,800. So let's just quickly look at Ephraim. I'm just going to look at the main ones that I look at just for the overall market, and also just the ones that I'm interested in as well. And I just look at the main ones here. So if we go to Ephraim on the daily, just put this thing in, it's a bit slow. Sorry about that. Ephraim on the daily has broken out of that big downward channel there. You've got a parabolic buy here. Moving averages are starting to move up. You've got the histogram, which is going green, blue on the accumulation index as well. Has to get through this level of resistance here on the Ichimoku cloud of 601.21 and also on the pivot of 738. Ephraim has dilly-dallied a little bit, has been a bit of an underperformer. I don't like Ephraim at the moment. I think there's probably better alternatives to trade in or to invest in. I think Ripple looks really good at the moment from here, so I'd rather be a buyer of Ripple rather than Ephraim, and I'd rather be a buyer, this is for my own personal trading, a buyer of Bitcoin at the moment rather than Ephraim. I'm not giving you guys advice. You've got to do your own due diligence and everything else, and I'm not a financial advisor. But I think Ephraim's going to basically underperform the other cryptocurrencies that I look at the moment. Let's check out Litecoin. I prefer Litecoin to Ephraim, and I'd just rather buy other cryptos at this stage. Litecoin's got a buy here, parabolic buy. Blue price action, 148.472 is where it's got to go. Everything's starting to move up. 147, around 147 something or other, what have we got, 147-ish. Doesn't have a lot in terms of overhead resistance with the Ichimoku cloud. So if it breaks through 177.93, it's off to the races again with Litecoin as well. If we look at the 4 hourly, and don't forget, Litecoin had their own miners, so they're not in competition with Bitcoin or anyone else for their own miners, like Ephraim is. Ephraim and Bitcoin had the same miners, so they're both in competition for the same miners. Litecoin on the 4 hourly has to break 140.44, and then the next level is 150, and I think Litecoin could probably easily get to about 161.57. That's my view. Everything looks good on the technicals. There's no reason why this shouldn't trade higher in my mind. Just going to look at Ripple. And as you know, I've got a Ripple Ephraim spread on at the moment, and I bought Ripple against Ephraim, which means I bought Ripple and sold Ephraim. I think Ripple is going to outperform Ephraim. So if we check out the daily on Ripple, and I still think Ripple is very, very cheap to where it's been, very cheap. If we check out the daily on Ripple, we've got a parabolic buy. Everything's moving up, moving averages, the histogram starting to move up, volume starting to move up here as you can see it. Also moving averages, and the accumulation index is starting to move up. Does have to break resistance here with the Ichimoku cloud of around 85, 88, something like that. But if it does, it's off to the races, because this thing could quite easily, very quickly get to 187. That's my view. If it breaks this level of resistance here with the Ichimoku, which looks like about 88, then you could see it's another $1 higher as far as I'm concerned. Just check out the 4 hourly on this thing. Again, next level on this, if everything's fine, 0.77475. So I'm long Ripple at the moment as a trading position, also I hold as an investment. So I manage those two very differently. Trading positions within 48 hours I might liquidate, but my investment I'm holding for at least 2 years on Ripple. I just want to look at the spread on Ripple Ephraim, because I've got that as a position as well, and I'm just going to hold that for quite a while. Not a trading position on that spread. I've got a view that Ripple will, within the 2 years, outperform Ephraim. That's my view, just simply because they're doing a lot more in terms of adding revenue and adding clients. So pretty much you've got a parabolic buy here on that spread. That spread to me is still too low, which means you've got to buy Ripple and sell Ephraim. If it gets through here, 0.0140, to me it could easily get to around 0.0020 or even up here somewhere. So I'm going to keep that spread on for some time. More of an investment, if you want to call it that, because it's not, for me, a trading position. This is a parabolic buy here. Everything's starting to move up. These are starting to move up. You know, to me, that spread can get up to 0.00216. So I could put more of that on, and I'd be happy to do that. Just go back to the daily on that. I had a weekly on that accidentally. Got to break that spread 0.00139. And if we look at the 4-hourly, it looks pretty good. The 4-hourly, it's hitting resistance here at 0.01387. So again, it looks fairly good. Momentum starting to build up. We've got volume starting to build up as well. So I'm a happy holder of that. Just another one I want to look at the moment, which I'm holding, is Tron. I do like Tron very much. They are doing a lot of stuff. They've got a few clients on board, and Justin's son is really well connected in China. So I think this one will do very well. I'm going to do a review on Tron. I like it very much. To me, that is broken out. But let's just check the daily on Tron. And then I'll have a look at Verge, and that'll be it. So Tron, to me, looks really good. It has been trading this range here to this range here. It's got a break, basically 0.056 to move a lot higher, as you can see, but it's gone through this parabolic sell here, resistance level, and it looks like the next pivot level is 0.05245. Let's just check out the 4-hourly on Tron. I'm a happy buyer of Tron. I think the 4-hourly could easily move up to 0.057. I do think it's got momentum, and I'm a happy buyer of Tron for a trading position as well as an investment. I think Tron can go a lot higher. Let's just quickly look at Verge. I know they hit Verge with the Pornhub partnership, but I still think it's a good story. You know, it's just a client to Verge. You know, they are looking for more clients. And look, I'm probably myself, my own position, I'm going to be buying some Verge. Looks like it can go down a little bit more on the 4-hourly. Maybe, I haven't bought any yet, but maybe to 0.056. If it gets down there, I'm a buyer of Verge. I think it's a great story, the Pornhub thing. They've got 100 million clients. They basically make over $1 million a day, Pornhub. And I basically did a video that I think 60% of their clients will probably take up the Verge option to make payment. There's been a lot of volume done here. If this holds here on the daily 0.0649, then I would be looking to buy. I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Could potentially get down to around 5, but I'm a happy buyer. I think this thing will trade higher. And eventually, because it is a great story in terms of revenue for Verge, plus the usability of their currency, plus, you know, there's 100 million potential clients, 15 million that use the Pornhub sites, you know, all day long. Apparently, you know, every second of the day, 3,700, you know, is generated in terms of buying porn worldwide. And look, you know, they're not aligned with the porn industry. Some people think they are. It's not. It's just a client. You know, they want usability of their token. They want to be able to produce revenue. So that's pretty much it. I'll keep this short and sweet. Look after yourself. As always, a disclaimer, you buy at your own risk. You do your own analysis. This is not a recommendation to buy from me. You've got to do your own stuff. This is what I'm doing for my own personal stuff. Cheers, guys. You look after yourself, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you.